Good morning. Welcome to the Fun Side of Business podcast. I am one of your hosts, Nick Hampton.
And I'm your other host, Gemma Addison.
So, Gem, today, do you want to do the intro?
No. However,
Standard.
You've got a challenge.
Okay, go on then.
You've got to do this intro in 21 seconds.
Is it 21 seconds? All right,
Is there a clue?
Yeah, there we go. There might be a little clue there. So today we are absolutely, what's the right word for it, Gem? Fortunate, lucky,
Honoured,
inspired, whatever it may be. But today we are joined by, from So Solid Crew, or used to be So Solid Crew, but now the man, the myth, the legend, DJ Syndicate.
Woo!
Thank you, guys.
Welcome.
That was a lovely intro. I'm going to have to use that. Definitely.
Do you want me to get that as a bite size and give it to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can get some of the percentage as well.
So it's one of those weird things where you sometimes get in front of people, and you know there are some amazing business people that we've met, yet there's still that point of going, you can be in awe of someone based on their business achievements, what they've done, their reputation. It's the first time we've got someone in here of musical legend.
He is a bit of a legend. I hate to say it, but he is a bit of a legend.
You might be a little bit biased, Jim.
Slightly.
Smidge. Anyway, DJ Syndicate, where do we start? We'll start the same way we do all our podcasts.
Yeah.
Let's go
take it
back to school.
School.
How was school for you? Where did you go?
Primary school. I went to two primary schools. I went to All Farthing and St. Faith's. That was in Wandsworth. I know I'm bringing out names you probably don't know.
Okay, all right. We're always
We're
looking for
South London now.
South London.
Yeah,
South
whatever.
London. Yeah,
So
South
we're
London.
right back in South London.
South
Okay.
London, yeah. So it all started off with there. I mean, I always had music as a young boy, like around the house, and just like my dad and my mum always playing music. And I always knew I wanted to be into music, whether it was being a singer or like a DJ or just stuff around that.
So what kind of music were they listening to? What were
Well, the thing
genres?
is, you got to remember, this is like early 80s.
Okay.
So I was born in 79. So yeah, early 80s, late 80s. So we really had no one to look up to. So it was people like, I'll put a few names out. New Kids on the Block.
I love it.
Yeah.
Damn. People I look up to, Pat Sharp, Mick Brown, if you knew them.
Pat Sharp.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Dr. Fox. I listened to a lot of Capital Radio. It was early. It was
Fuck.
early, like early pop music. There was a few genres of like R&B, but it would once or two's like you can Pasadena's, Soul to Soul, people like that. But
Yeah.
no big figures.
Well, I mean, they're all
Come
pretty
to.
big figures from the 80s.
They were.
Especially as a young person looking up to that.
Yeah.
They're quite,
Yeah.
Pat Sharp, I'm shocked, by
Pat
the way.
Sharp is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pat
You
Sharp-
weren't
Pat Sharp,
expecting
I'm bringing
that,
that
were
one
you?
But we'll
back up.
come to that
See,
story
I've
anyway.
heard that before, but I saw your face when he said Pat
I'm like,
Sharp.
yeah, Doctor, yeah, okay, fine, yeah, fine. Doctor, what?
Pat Sharp.
Pat Sharp.
Yeah, Pat Sharp and Mick Brown, if you believe it. I don't really make her. Yeah, but
Okay, so, and then it was high school, South London still?
yeah, South London. Yeah, high school. Yeah, so it was Southfields. Southfields. Then I went to Ernest Bevin.
Okay.
That means
so-
nothing to us.
So basically, Southfields was a mixed school. I was acting up quite a lot in that because I didn't have no direction in life. I didn't really care. Still trying to find myself, like bunking classes, not going to school and hanging out with my friends.
So the academic path wasn't for you?
No, it definitely wasn't. It wasn't. And it always was music from a young age, but because my mum didn't really kind of see it as like making progress and having a job in music,
Yeah.
she just thought it was a waste of time.
So she didn't see music as a career.
No, definitely
that
not.
wasn't considered
Definitely
a career
not.
path.
And there was no one at my age or like no one her to look up to say like it could be like you can earn money from it, because she didn't really understand, because she came from that background as like go to school, go college, go university.
So what did your mum want you to be? Like some kind of doctor or
No, she
lawyer?
just, she just wanted.
You need to introduce her to Dr. Fox, right?
No, she just wanted me to go university and just go from there and just get a nice steady job with a nice income and just like So there weren't no prospects for her to for me to have.
She didn't see this as
no. She
Okay.
didn't see it as a career at all. No.
Okay, so your first step into music, was that with the rest of So Solid, or was there something before?
No,
that?
we can go back.
Oh,
back to
we'll
early
go
age.
back to wherever you
me
want to go
mentioning
to.
Pat Sharp
Yeah.
and Mick Brown, I entered a competition for Capital Radio.
Okay.
I was probably about 10, 11 years old. And the thing is, my dad was behind me because he believed in me. And there was a competition, and I won the competition DJ at that age.
So hang on, at this point you had decks and stuff?
No. I was about 10 years old. So Dex wasn't
Okay.
It was just radio, TDK tapes. Yeah. So basically, went to there. My dad took me to Capital Radio. I won the competition, and I was the youngest to win in kind of London.
So what did you have to do for the competition?
Just basically be a DJ.
Okay, but you had no experience at all. It literally was like the old tape decks.
Yeah,
where it's
tape
like,
decks, record,
record and
that's
play,
it, record your
and then
tape
rewind
deck.
and go again.
Yeah. So it
What
was
about
funny
hosting?
enough.
Did you have to host?
It was just talking.
Yeah.
I used to set up my own teddies and interview them.
That's amazing.
And I had a very like good imaginary.
Oh.
So I just took the format from other DJs into other DJs and used it as mine. And I would talk and be a presenter. So basically it'd be 1, 2, 3. Pretend you're in Capital Radio, introduce this next song, introduce the weather, introduce the sport and stuff. Just like that. And I did it.
Do you know what,
No
Jem?
problem.
We never thought about this before starting the podcast. We should have lined up some teddies and gone, this is how to do it. Instead, we lined up like Chris Jennery to
practice in front of,
practice on.
we just decided to practice.
So basically it was that I entered the competition and I got a letter back saying I've won it and you've won, congratulations, you've won a day at Capital Radio to meet all the DJs, so basically.
But I'm guessing that must have helped your family to like be able to at least see these other people that are making a career out of music.
But my mum still didn't understand about it because
Okay.
she didn't come with me to Capital Radio. My dad took me
Okay.
and he kind of gave me the push. But my mum just thought it's just a hobby. It's lucky he won it. It's just something he does as a kid. It's no different than him getting a bike and playing outside.
I'm guessing that's what all parents want. They always want that safe route.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure that every single parent of someone who plays football or whatever all goes, well, you know, look, there's only 11 players on the pitch and there's, you know, a million kids trying to do it.
Yeah.
It must be the same thing.
And at a young age, she just thought he's going to grow out of it or it's just a hobby or something he's done.
It's just a phase.
Yeah. She's happy that I've won it, but this is...
So did you get to go live on Capital?
No, I was actually there while they was talking. So the prize was to go to Capital Radio and watch the DJs and kind of go around and touch the buttons and just be in awe of them. So I remember I met who was it? Neil Fox and David Kidd Jensen.
Yeah.
And they was in the studio and I met Chris Tarrant as well. I was sitting on the swinging over a chair, looking at them and they was actually live on radio and I was just sitting there with my eyes open, just like, wow, looking around at like 11 years old, just, I'm actually here, like, this is amazing. I won this competition, shaking everyone's hand, taking pictures, signing autographs and I was just like, wow. And then from then, I was like a switch clicked on and said, I want to be a DJ. This is what I want to do. I want to do. This is what I want to accomplish. So,
okay, so we've now. By the way, have you got that tape back? If he's got that tape, I so want to get it.
No, there's a story behind
Jem,
that.
when we do our 100th episode in Vegas and we've got researchers and stuff, we'll get them to go and see if we can get the tape back.
There's a story behind that. Basically, I'll swing kind of forward. A couple of years afterwards, I did have it, and I was misbehaving in school. My brother Eugene grabbed all my tapes and snapped every single one of my tapes, and that tape had the recording of it.
No.
And to this day, I had a conversation with my brother a couple of months ago, and he apologized for that. But he was getting
only now.
he was getting stick from my mum because I wasn't learning in school. So because of that effect, that she thought that will kind of like wake me up and start doing stuff at school.
Right, there we go, Jem. We've now just found the perfect use for AI. We're going to record Eric and go roll this back into 11-year-old version and do it as a Capital Radio.
I haven't no longer got that tape. There's a lot of tapes that, it was a bag full of tapes. He came in and just snapped all of them. And I came back from school and I was just like, I was kind of annoyed with him. Like, what can you do at that age?
Okay, so did you have any other like big like music moments? Or was it like then leave school after GCSEs?
No, it was in between that and So Solid. Basically, yes.
I mean, it may have been like, you know, left school and So Solid, but I don't know if there's any other.
I left school, then we got into, there was a kind of, it was me, Paul Winton, and I don't know, Paul Winton, I'm going back, he was my next door neighbour. We entered another competition and it was to do like a rap kind of thing. It was for the BBC.
Okay.
But we got second prize for it, and it was just going to the BBC
Tell me it's like at least
studios.
DJ Luck and MC Neat or something that
No,
got first.
these people went around. This is early stage
Okay,
before going.
this.
Yeah, before that. So yeah, we won a trip to the BBC. It was the studios in White City, just to kind of go around and have a look and see how everything's kind of made. And yeah, so it was a rap song we done. It was awful, and I don't even like listen to my
We're
own
not
voice.
going to ask
Hang on.
you.
What did
Yeah.
he listen to his own voice?
Paul might have a copy of that,
We
actually.
need to
Yeah.
get our researchers on the board.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I've never heard this story.
Yeah, so
Consider I've been married to this man
we
for
won
8
the,
years.
we won the
never heard this
competition,
story.
and then we had chance to go to the BBC and just kind of see like the broom cupboard. We met Andy Peters. There's another guy who I won't actually mention right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't mean he's been in the
Is
news.
that- that's the other one? I know exactly.
know, yeah.
I was thinking, was he the one broom cover before Andy
Yes,
Peters?
yes,
Yeah, all right,
yes,
fine,
yes,
yeah.
Don't
yes.
want to mention
No, we
him.
don't.
So we
That
met
one.
him.
I don't want you to be associated with that.
And it was just so we was kind of thrusting into that from Capital to the BBC. I was kind of like, yeah, wow, this is amazing. Like kids our age don't get to see this, and we kind of saw behind the scenes of how everything works. And yeah, so
Do you know, Jem, this is the most fascinating thing. I think this is the only guest we've ever dealt with for pre-16 or like 16, 17 and been so fascinated by like,
We've not even...
how has someone done so much? He hasn't even properly left school yet.
Okay, so now you leave school.
Yep.
And then what happens?
So I leave school. What secondary?
Yeah.
Secondary
So
school.
you meet.
So
How does the whole So Solid
so
thing come
from
about?
Southfields.
Hang on, we should probably just do that. Sorry, Eric.
Yeah.
When we're talking about So Solid, there's going to be some guests that don't know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
I know it's rare because of they were so
This is where, if
huge,
we were professional, Nick, this is where we should now drop the song in the middle of this
yeah, we should do.
recording. But
Well,
none of
there's
us know
a
how to-
mid roll, and yeah, but then we also have to probably pay it like
Oh, yeah, no, we
syndicates and
can't do
royalties.
it.
So
Yeah.
yeah, we don't want to do this. But you know, when you go and think about like this stuff, I guess if you're 20, you might go, or 21. I don't know who these people are.
Yeah.
So just for the listeners that like are younger, who was in So Solid? Give us some of the names.
Well, altogether there were 30 members.
Okay.
But
We don't need all
there
their
was
names.
more than that. There was like people that kind of helped out, cousins, uncles. So, but the main key members was Mega Man. That was Dwayne Vincent. I've got a big story with that. Ashley Waters.
This is
was an
hang on.
actor.
That's Ashley Waters.
Yes,
TV Ashley
yes,
Waters.
TV Ashley
Okay.
Waters. Yeah.
Top boy.
Yeah.
Face, Romeo, Scat D, Harvey, Lisa Mafia.
And she was the only female?
Only female, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Keish. Yeah, G-Man.
Okay, so they're the ones people are going to
Yes,
see and be
the
aware
main,
of.
yeah.
Do they all still perform now?
Romeo's does.
Okay.
Harvey does sometimes. Mega, not so much now because he's kind of behind the
Yeah.
business. So it's mainly going to be Romeo and Lisa really
Okay.
right now. Yeah.
Cool. So let's take us back now to you left school. How did this?
How did it all come together?
Right.
Crew
So
come
basically
together.
I left, well, before I was in Southfield School, got kicked out of Southfield School. My mum then took me to a rough school called Ernest Bevin, which is an all-boys school. This was in Tooting. And this was like one of the roughest schools in South London.
Mhm.
Because you had people from Brixton that came there, people from North London, South London. It was kind of a mixed school.
Yeah.
So it was just like full of bad boys and
Mhm.
yeah. So the Wayne Vincent
And you obviously as
and
well.
me, yeah. But I think my mum took me to that school to teach me a lesson. So like you need to wise up and smart enough because
Yeah.
I want to put you in a rough school because obviously you've been to a school that didn't work for you. So let's put you with the bad boys and see how you act now. So basically went to that school, Ernest Bevin, and in my class, believe it or not, Dwayne was in there. That's Mega Man.
Okay.
He's the businessman of So Solid. So,
So
in
he's like he formed.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So in Ernest Bevin, from Soul Solid, it was Mega Man, Keish, who sings 21 Seconds, and G-Man, who went out with Lisa Mafia, who
Mhm.
does the t-t-t
Okay.
on 21 Seconds, yeah. So they were together, there was 3 members, or including myself, 4 members.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was 3 members all in all
Okay.
from Ernest Bevin. So there's so much to go through. So basically, Mega he was always in trouble in school, getting into fights, playing football, but he grew up from a Christian background and he was very much protected over a lot of people. He didn't like bullies. So if there was any bullies, he'd be a protector of it.
Yeah.
And we was in a ragga sound, a dancehall sound. There was a sound called Kilowatt, which he was involved, and there was a sound called Echo One, which I was involved. We were both from South London, but it was different members.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a smaller Soul Solid.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say a sound, it's like a group.
A group, yeah, ragga sound, dancehall sound. And I was in a group and he was in a group. There was one member that was in my group, Mac.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Soul Solid. And there was him and Romeo, which was in Mega's group.
Okay.
So it was Kilowatt, which was Mega Man and Romeo. But Romeo was called Casanova by then. He was.
Of course he was.
He was called
Of course
Casanova.
he was.
Yeah. So that was
I bet he's going to love that part of the story,
So that was
right?
part of that group. So without missing anything else, we had this group. We was doing a lot of stuff in Clapham Junction, which is South London. Mega eventually went to prison for beating up someone.
Yeah.
Getting into a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
So he came out a couple of months ago. I remember I was at a petrol station, 1 o'clock in the morning. I was buying some cigarettes, getting some food and stuff. And then he came up to me. I haven't seen him for years. This is kind of the last day of school. And he goes, do you know what? What's happening? And I was like, what are you doing this time? He goes, I'm just doing a few bits and bob. I'm thinking of an idea. I've got a great idea. And I want to get everyone from Clapham Junction, South London together. I'm going to perform this group. We're going to do really well. We're going to be on top of the pops. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. Mind you, I'm having a conversation at 1:30 outside a petrol station. And he's talking to me all these ideas. I haven't seen him for a couple of years. I'm thinking, this guy's off his loony.
Is he high?
He's high. He goes, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to be so big. We're going to have so much money. I'm going to take everyone off the streets. I'm going to... And I was like, Mega, you feeling all right? He goes, no. I've just had this is actually going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen, but this is a vision I've seen and I want you to be part of it. And I was like, I kind of laughed. And he goes, take my number and then give me a call and we'll get together and we'll sit down and have a talk. And I was about scratching my head and I thought, this guy's crazy. I didn't really believe him at first and I said, this guy's just too much trouble. I'm not going to get involved with it. So I kind of left it. A couple of months later, I thought, gee, let me just give him a ring. It'd be nice to meet up with him. He goes, yeah, come to my auntie's house, which is in Battersea. We're going to have a conversation. Sat down, had a conversation. This guy, he's always been like a forward thinker. He had a book and pen and said, right, we're going to do this. We're going to be number one. And I was like, number one, how are we going to do this? He goes, I'm going to have a pirate radio station. I'm going to do all this. I'm going to bring all this crew together. I've got Romeo, I've got this person, I've got that person, I've got this person can do this. We're going to do flyers. We're going to have our own record shop. So he
brought you all together and literally had a plan, on how you're going to get to...
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He had a plan. So he had all this scripted out from years ago when he was on holiday. I should say, when he was on
holiday.
When he was on a nice
sabbatical.
He was on a nice holiday.
Yeah.
So I sat down, he had this idea and I just like, this is crazy. How are you going to pull this off? He goes, listen, this is going to happen. Like musically, it can happen. If we can get on the same space, on the same page, I can pull the right resources. I can do this. This can happen. And he just said, we're all going to be rich. We're going to take all these people off the street. This is all going to happen. And I'm looking at him thinking, you're crazy. This is never going to happen. But I did believe him. I had a belief in him because I thought, because of my early stages of music, I thought, if this is gonna happen, he's gonna be the person that's gonna pull it off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because prior to that, his dad owned businesses. His dad had a construction site.
Yeah.
So his dad was very good with books and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So after this, I sat down for an hour and he was like, right, we're doing this. And he goes, right, we're gonna do Bible studies. And I was like, what? He goes, let's get a book out in our Bible studies. And I was just like, what? So he's got a younger brother called Swiss, Pierre. He's like 4 years younger than him. He comes into the room and we're sitting there, Bible. Romeo walks in now. Romeo's standing there like that, scratching his head. And he goes, you've got a few members. This is all before Soul Solid. These are all like people that he kind of knows and stuff like that. But this is prior to Soul Solid. So Romeo's sitting there. I'm sitting there. Mega's sitting there. Keisha's sitting there. Everyone's got their Bibles out.
Got a Bible.
And we're reading the scriptures and stuff of the Bible. And I'm just like, this is a bit... And he goes,
do we not need some mics and decks and stuff?
Oh, by the way, we have Bible studies every Tuesday at my house. If you want to come, be open to... do you know what I mean?
Wow.
And I was just like, wow, this is a bit... So I went for the first couple, but then we'd have a Bible study and then we'd have like a meeting, like a pre-kind of meeting of what we're going to do in terms of the music and what. So cut a long story short, fast forward ahead, Mega definitely has our own pirate radio station called Delight FM. I get a call from Romeo out of the blue. Oh yeah, we're starting this crew now. Blah, blah, blah. And I said, yeah. Dwayne mentioned it to me earlier, which is Mega Man. And he goes, yeah, it's all coming together, but I'm giving you a call to say, be ready because this is happening now. So obviously Romeo knows more than me about this information. I don't know the whole thing. Because remember, these are the artists. So he's like, yeah, Mega's got this radio station. We're going to have this radio station called Delight FM. We're going to have a meeting every Sunday. We all want to go to his auntie's house and we're going to talk about what we're going to do next.
And bring your Bible.
And bring your Bible. Yeah.
Hang on. You know, like People Just Do Nothing, where they're talking about pirate radio. This is all I can think of. Like, oh yeah, my auntie's house and such and such.
Yeah.
How close is it? Like when it first started, the pirate radio. I mean, other than the fact that they had like 3 listeners because their mast wasn't strong enough to get anywhere.
Well, I'm hoping it's a little bit different to that.
Well, basically, they was on a pirate radio station before called Supreme FM.
Okay.
And this is when they was building up Soul Solid. So Soul Solid originally was 3 members. It was Romeo, Mega Man, and Mac and PDS. So they had the Soul Solid name already and it was kind of building up. It was 3 members.
And just adding members.
So they was on a radio station before called Supreme FM. Something happened. The management, obviously,
they didn't pay their £5 subs.
Yeah,
like People Just Do Nothing.
Subs, yeah. So they was getting quite big on the radio station, and they was overtaking a lot of other people. So the person who was the owner didn't like it because they was promoting themselves and not promoting the radio station. So this
literally sounds like People Just Do Nothing. There was an episode on this.
So that's
what they base themselves on. So
they put a lot of money behind the radio station, and it kicked off. They ended up leaving, taking the equipment with them. And so this is leading up to starting Delight FM now. So this is why they had the experience and stuff of the radio station. So Neutrino was actually on the radio station as well with Oxide.
Yeah.
So he kind of saw Mega's vision because Mega sat him down and was like, "We're going to do this. We're going to do this."
Oh, were Oxide and Neutrino part of So Solid as well?
Yes, they were. Yeah.
Just didn't mention that one.
Yeah. There was.
Just drop that.
I just dropped that one.
There was. Yeah. So Mega was talking to him about the vision, and Neutrino was really calculated in terms of like he knew a lot of stuff about equipment and how to put stuff together, audio stuff.
Yeah.
He learnt that from school. So he goes, Mega, I believe in you. I'm going to come with you and I can help you out, set up a transmitter on the roof and do all this and do all this. So then he eventually joined and he was part of Soul Solid, but he was kind of in the background because they was kind of doing their own stuff. So me going back to the 3 members, there was 3 members. They had Soul Solid Sundays, just the 3 members. And then eventually this buzz just grew and grew and grew and grew. So I'm hearing about, Soul Solid, this and that. So then I tried to phone Romeo. He's changed his number now because that's what he's like.
He's Hollywood.
He's the most hardest person to get hold of.
Okay.
Like, he just disappears. There's been times when his brother's called me, have you seen Romeo? And I was just like, you're his brother, how are you meant to know? He's just disappeared. So, but I think that's just how he is. So I'm just like, I'm hearing about Soul Solid blowing up. The Light FM's on, and I'm just like, this actually happened. I need to get into this. So I'm trying to find Mega. Remember, this is the time of no MySpace, no Facebook or anything. Mm-hmm. So you literally had to have someone's phone number to get in contact with them.
Yeah, Instagram, none of that.
No Instagram, no nothing. So I'm working in next doing a part-time job. I'm still doing music, but it's not picking up. So I'm walking to the bakeries in Battersea. Next thing I know, this is weird how like you think about someone and something happens. I see Mega drive past in, what car did he have then? I think he had a Porsche 911. So he drove past. I was like, Mega. Shout out to him. He skids, drives round, stops. I've been trying to find you. It's me. I know this is great. What are you doing? And he goes, listen, take my number. Phone me later. I'll be at my auntie's house. I'm just like, oh my god.
Bring your Bible.
Bring your Bible.
I'm like, I've got to go back to all this now. So I'm trying to talk to him. Mind you,
you didn't get in grassroots. You have to earn your apprenticeship again now.
So mind you, he's in a Porsche 911. I'm like scratching my head thinking, wow, I don't want to go back to work now. I've got to go back to work. I work at next in the afternoon. And because I've had such a conversation with him for like an hour standing, I'm late for work, I'm standing there, we're talking and I'm just saying, wow, I've heard on the radio, we've done this. And he's like, yep. And by then he's already got things, and he goes, well, we've got our first record label. We're signing this. We've got Ministry of Sounds. He's like telling me we've got interview Ministry of Sounds. We've got this first single's going to come out. It's going to be called Oh No. It's me and Romeo on it. I've made the beat. I've done, and he's talking to me like, ow, and I'm just like, oh, I don't even want to go to work. I want to get in the car with you, and I want to. Do you know what I mean? But I'm just like, and he's no, I've got a few meetings to do. So meet me back at like I think it was 6 o'clock. Phone me
house.
and meet me at my auntie's house. So then I've gone into work. I'm just like, don't want to be here. Like they've done it. It's crazy. This is building up. There's 3 members still, and like they've got their own radio station. I'm just like, get it. So I've kind of finished work, walked out. I've gone back to Battersea, rang Mega. Mega's like, yeah, I'm on my way. I'm in a meeting. Meet me at my auntie's house. I've gone to his auntie's house. I'm sitting there. Ashley Waters is there. Face is there. Lisa's there. We're all sitting down. I'm just like, this is a bit. This time I've known Face. I've known Lisa a little bit because Lisa's gone out with G-Man. She's from Brixton. So we're sitting there. Mega walks in the room, goes, sorry, I've been late. Right, this is what's going to happen. This is the plan of action. Blah, blah, blah. This is this. He's going telling us stuff. Syndicate, you're going to be part of Soul Solid. Like, you're going to be the DJ. Dan the Man's the DJ. PDS is the DJ. This person, we're going to have this meetings every Sunday. We're going to talk about what's going to go on. We've got a record deal with this person, Electra, this person. We've been signed. Our first deal is they've offered us 50 grand, but I've turned it down. It's like, what? You turned it down? He goes, yeah. He goes, we're going to put on our own events. We're going to have our own record shop. I'm like, how are you going to do this? He goes, I've got people that's going to put money towards it. Don't you worry about the business and stuff like that. He goes, this is what I'm going to do. Instead of us going to the record label, we're going to build such a buzz that the record label's going to come to us. And the first single they're going to offer us is 250 grand. And I was like, where'd you... And we're all sitting there scratching our heads. And he goes, no, this is going to happen because this is what the crew's worth. I know I've worked out the calculation. I sat down with my dad and this is going forward. This is going to happen.
And how old were you at this point?
We've just probably about 19, 20.
Okay.
19, 20. So he's just told us all this and like he goes, you guys relax. We're not doing Bible studies tonight. We're going to chill. Like, this is how we're going to is. So talk now because get ready because this is going to be... But he goes, everything I'm doing is not going to be... Everyone's got to put their own effort in. It's not like I'm going to give everyone a blueprint and they're going to just kind of have it easy. Everyone's going to put what they need to put in to make this work. Or if you're not, then you can, there's a door basically. So remember, Ashley's already acting. He's in Grange Hill and he's doing stuff for the BBC.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's sitting there and remember, Ashley was he wasn't the first crew member of Soul Solid. He was doing some acting and stuff and he actually got on Soul Solid when we was on the radio because we met him first, but he phoned up. It was a competition to MC on the radio and he phoned up the competition and started MCing down the phone.
Okay.
This was prior to me being on the light. This is when remember I said there's 3 members and they're doing radio station. So he picked up the phone. There was the live call out shouts. So he came on the phone, started MCing and then Dwayne was like, Mega was like, wow, this guy's good. And then he was like, yeah, I want him to be in the crew. So this is prior for him sitting in front of me. So I'm telling you how he became crew. Yeah. So, and then Mega kind of took him under his wing, made him his protege because he was quite young then because we were quite older. Ashley's probably 3 or 4 years younger than me now.
So at the time he's sitting there as like, final year high school.
But yeah. Okay. But remember, he's doing stuff. He's
at
acting.
Grange Hill as well.
He's doing Grange Hill.
Grange Hill.
So he's got his name established already and he kind of knows this can happen.
So this moment was when So Solid were pretty much
formed.
grew and formed in this room at this. Wow.
But it was, to be fair, Romeo and Mac were the first members. Mega was the co-owner and Mac was the
driving force behind the whole thing.
Yeah, driving force. But Romeo was one of the first members of Soul Solid.
So then this all happened.
Yeah.
When did you know we've made it? What was the big step from there?
When we had our own events. When we done Garage Delight and had Garage Delight, which was, we had our own radio station, which was picking up. We had our own event. And then that's when we booked Heartless Crew and everyone else on there. So so that was it. Once we had our own rave, that's when it kind of took off from there because we had our own songs out. Then that's when the record label started contacting us. Yeah. We had our own office in Wandsworth.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's
so we have to ask the question. What was the offer? Did it come to 50,000?
The first offer.
So the 50K you turned down.
Yeah.
Had the plan of 250.
Yeah.
Is that what came?
The first deal was 250,000 for Oh No.
So we got it.
And there was 3 singles off that, 3 remixes.
Okay.
So yeah, so it was 250,000, yeah.
Wow.
So then what did life look like after that? Traveling, bookings, did it just blow up after that?
It just blew up. But
Yeah.
Mega we had the radio station, we had Garage Delight, and then we had our own booking agency. So Mega was the person that kind of put everyone together, because we had our own agency. He had his sister that came and ran the agency. We had our own office in Wandsworth. So we would go to his auntie's house for the meetings, and then we'd go to the office in the weekday.
And did you make it onto Top of the Pops?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
He done that as well.
was crazy.
See, everything he said.
Did you get the number one?
We got number 1, yeah. And we 21 Seconds. It was number 1 within 2 weeks.
Wow.
Everyone actually rushed to the store and had to get physical copies. It went double platinum.
As you do.
So you put the genre of obviously, for people that don't know, it's garage music, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You put that on the map.
I wouldn't say we put garage. Garage was out there way before that, but we put our own twist on it.
Okay.
Our own twist was to where we came from the street life. So it was kind of the hip hop in the garage.
Okay.
In that kind of sense, yeah. So it was just everyone's experiences of where they came from, what they wanted.
And did you then take it outside of the UK? How was it received outside of the UK?
Yeah, it went, well, basically, Mega was always the forefront. He had the idea. He went to America. We done the tune with when we done Oh No, we done a remix. He done a remix with Pharrell.
Okay.
And he went over there. That's when he met Khalid.
Just drop that other name.
Yeah.
He met Pharrell, and Pharrell done a remix, but he didn't like it. He turned it down. And I think he paid something stupid, like I think it was 80 or 90 grand for the remix, which Dwayne paid off, but he didn't like the sound because Neptunes were far ahead of their sound. But when the remix came back, it sounded too American. And
okay.
Really
and you want to keep it.
It couldn't really, it didn't sound too garagey, so it didn't go anywhere. I think the tune just got deleted or it just got turned down. So
your life in So Solid, how long were you at your peak? How long did that go on for?
It was early 2004 till it probably for about 4 years, 4 or 5 years. Yeah, okay. After then. So it was crazy.
That's like 25 to 30.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was just like, because it was so many members, the idea was to kind of cover all bases. So then if we had bookings, we can have 4 of the members here, 5 of the members here, 7 of the members here.
So you didn't all have to turn up 30?
No. Because we're all repping one name.
Yeah.
So it was easy to kind of get the name out. You can have someone in North London playing, someone in South London,
which is why they had multiple DJs, so you can all go with different
So some people can be in Ayia Napa, some people can be in the UK, some people somewhere else.
Wow.
So, but also,
So some of those things you did. Okay, so here's a good one. This will put you on the spot.
Okay.
The top 5 achievements for you personally within So Solid. So double platinum and number 1.
Double platinum, number 1.
Right, they have to be up there.
Top of the Pops. Probably meeting Christina Aguilera and Dr. Dre and Eminem.
As you do.
But we didn't have a sit down with them. It was just like kind of in passing, but seeing them.
Just such
never to have a job.
Okay.
In that kind of just living life.
Doing what you love.
And being with your friends.
That's amazing.
How many is that now?
Oh, you're going over 5.
Yeah, I can probably.
But
okay, so that was your So Solid life. I'm guessing things excelled for you after that.
Yeah, it did indeed.
What was life like for DJ Syndicate after So Solid?
Okay, well, after So Solid, and we kind of done what we done and achieved what we achieved, I always kind of, like, Mega was a big inspiration to me, to tell you the truth, because remember, I went to primary school with him, secondary school with him, we achieved what we achieved, and then it was like, wow, we've done it, but I can do it on my own now because I haven't got members to kind of look after and whatnot. So I just thought, yeah, this is possible and I can do it. So then it was just like...
And I guess you've now got your mum on board because she's seen
everything. Yeah, she's seen everything and kind of, been there.
Does your mum actually believe this is a job now?
Yeah, she believed. Yeah. Without me having to work for like how many years and help her out. And
my son's on Top of the Pops.
Yeah.
All right, maybe there might be something in this now.
To college.
Yeah. And the thing is, my mum knew the members as well, because Romeo would come to my house, Harvey would come to my house, and like Lisa will come to my house. She actually knew them. It was just like, they was always kind of nice to my mum. Hello, Georgina, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Or she'll see them in the street. Because remember, I lived in Clapham Junction, and that was kind of Battersea. So she'd see us, do you know what I mean? So
it's like a family.
Yeah, family kind of thing. So we kind of looked out for each other. So going back, once we done the whole Soul Solid, I kind of reverted back to the DJ. I remember I was a young age and whatnot. I kind of wanted to go into that and go back into that kind of radio. And
so where's some of the places you've been as a DJ?
Just myself, just DJ.
Yeah, just
so let's
DJ
just
Syndicate.
talk about, so we know Soul Solid took off and it is amazing.
Yeah.
Certain things you've done since is just you.
Yeah.
What are some of your, where have you
My
been?
key points. Being on BBC Radio 1 Extra.
Nice.
And you're still currently on there?
I'm still currently on there, yeah, I do for that.
I love that being on there. It's like, oh, as a guest. Well, no, I'm still there.
No,
obviously as a DJ, I've got a show. Yeah.
It's been on a good couple of years. Been on there, and also DJing at Capital Extra as well. I had a residency with Stormzy's DJ Tinie, which was every Friday.
Hang on, that's not Tinie Tempah, right?
No, this is Tinie. Stormzy's DJ.
But yeah, you're saying
Tinie.
that name. Have you not done something for Tinie Tempah?
Yes, Tinie Tempah. I opened up when his album launched. DJ'd for him as well.
Do you not know, by the way, I think Tinie was inspired by Mega. One of his lyrics in his song is, I've got so many clothes, I keep some at my aunt's house.
Yeah.
Every time I keep hearing you going, come to meet me at my aunt's house, I'm like, is Tinie Tempah there? Go and you actually need to get some stuff out of the wardrobe.
Yeah, so DJing for Tinie Tempah, meeting Ghostface Killah from Wu-Tang Clan.
Okay. That's a pretty good one.
Opening up for
him. Are they
him.
as crazy as they, like, everyone appears that they are? I mean, I don't mean like crazy, but I mean like, out there.
He's actually out there. I remember actually meeting him because I actually met him through his security. And his security was like, right, I'm booking you to DJ for Ghostface Killah, just out of nowhere. And I thought, what? He goes, yeah, he's coming to the UK. You need to meet him in Oxford Circus and you're going to take him around. Take him to Nike. He's going to pick up some trainers from Nike. Then you're going to take him to this place and that place. So I'm just like, wow. So I met him. We were walking through Oxford Circus. Everyone's going mad at him. He's with 4 or 5 people. And he's just talking to me like casual. And I'm just like, I had to pinch myself. This is like surreal.
Amazing.
This is Wu-Tang Clan. Do you know what I mean? And I'm walking in the street with him, Oxford Circus, just up and down like it's nothing. We're talking. He's like, yeah, we're going to DJ for me tonight. You're going to do this. We're going to get this. And I'm just like, this is just crazy. Do you know what I mean? It's just mad. And we're just going back and forth, just normally
and you
talking.
Opened,
like,
I'm sure you've opened for someone else.
Nas.
Yeah,
met Nas. And
just Nas.
I didn't know you. I knew that one. I knew you didn't know that one, Nick.
Yeah, met Nas. Yeah, really nice guy, really down to earth. Like, it's just, he's been one of my idols that I've looked up to in like the hip hop world.
He said the same thing about you.
He's just
he met his idol.
He's just so laid back. And then a couple of days afterwards, he sends me a plaque, one of his plaque off his first album, which went like it was a Bible in hip hop, and I've got it on my wall, and it's just madness.
Wow!
Just looking at the CD cover, years later, I've got a plaque from Sony, like saying thank you for DJing for him, and congratulations for that. Do you know what I mean?
That's amazing.
Yeah,
incredible.
What else is there? So many.
Have you done like Iron Appa and Ibiza?
Ibiza, festivals. I've done.
What's that small little one that begins with G?
Oh, Glastonbury.
Yeah,
just that small little
dainty little one.
See, I done Glastonbury. That was something off the bucket list to tick off.
Reading and Leeds.
Yep.
It did literally as well just be. Hang on, is there something like huge that's involved in music? Yeah.
You done Wireless?
I've done Wireless as well.
Wireless?
But Glastonbury is like, once you've done it, you've kind of made it. Like in that kind of, everyone wants to do Glastonbury. Everybody wants to.
There's a funny story he tells me about Glastonbury. So didn't you? So excited about it, you went out and brought a fresh pair of Tims, didn't you?
Yeah.
Fresh pair of Timberlands to go on a muddy field.
On a muddy field.
Right? You said you spent, I don't know, but you spent a lot of money, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Fresh pair of Tims, come home, binned them.
Straight.
They were not you could not salvage them.
I was so focused in looking good.
Did they not like helicopter you in or something and just get you like straight backstage or like
carry through the mud and stuff like that? And I'm seeing everyone putting like blue bags on. I ain't doing that. It's Tim's. I'll be fine. It's all right. They'll get a bit muddy. I'm all right. But that's how it was ruined. It was just
binned them.
Yeah. So yeah, Glastonbury it was amazing. Just seeing that. I was on the second stage from the pyramid stage with Toddler T, Jason Status. Yeah,
as you do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, just Jason Status.
Yeah. So it was just it was amazing. Yeah. I'm very
okay.
thankful.
So what's the what do you get up to now?
At the moment, I'm still on Radio 1 Extra.
Amazing.
I do all the shows and mixes, and
because obviously at some point you've made the migration from South London to the capital of where it's at, like buzzing Ipswich. We shouldn't laugh too much about this because this is like our number one demographic for listeners. But what was your reason for coming out?
Meeting my beautiful wife.
Oh, I didn't even ask him to say that.
Okay, so you met her London and then came back?
No, basically, prior to that, I used to come to Ipswich when we was in Soul Solid. We had a couple of nights here years and years ago.
I've heard about these garage girls. They sing songs about them.
I was a garage girl.
I'm not going to get into too much because that's my wife's story, how we met. But fast forward on, I was with her and I thought, and Ipswich is so relaxed and kind of laid back.
He loved the calmness of the country. Do you know what we take for granted?
Yeah, but I think it's the same thing that we have the other way around. When we, if we go to London,
we love the buzz of London.
It's like, wow, it's there's always something going on.
Exactly.
It's a constant hive of activity.
He was loving coming into Ipswich and being like, oh, green.
I guess you always love what you don't have, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So it was the greenery and the calmness, and especially London's just so kind of fast paced.
So I'm guessing at the moment there must be, all of these places that, I mean, if you consider Ipswich nightlife is not Iron Apple or Ibiza or whatever, but all of these people must be climbing over themselves knowing that they've got someone with your pedigree on their back door, or they don't realise you still keep going back to London?
I'll go back to London quite a bit now because I do a lot of stuff in London. There's a place called Lane 7. I do a lot of stuff there. And obviously the BBC 1 Extra.
Because you were doing one of the flagships
in Nike. Yeah, okay. I've done Nike. I was there for a good couple of years. A lot of good things came out from that. DJ for Wizkid.
Is that Oxford Street?
Oxford Circus. DJ for Wizkid. Met a lot of footballers, and I got a lot of work from Nike as well because I got a lot of bookings from private parties and whatnot. And the good thing is BBC Radio 1 Extra is literally around the corner from there. So a lot of times I'd leave Nike and then just go there and do a lot of the mixes and whatnot.
This is literally
it was perfect. Everything was on my doorstep.
You think about all these business people that go, I started a business and I finally got a unit at such and such. It's like, it's probably a slightly different journey, this one.
Yeah, and then on from there, when that kind of finished with Nike, then I'm straight to Adidas from there anyway. But there was a lot of people.
As you do,
a lot of people from
Nike. That one. Let's just move on.
A lot of people from Nike was in Adidas anyway, and Adidas was it was really nice, and it was more like they done a lot of events. And
weren't there a few that used to do Nike flagship and do Radio 1 and Radio 1 Extra as well?
Yeah, Cable. There was a lot of DJs.
Didn't Ace do it?
Ace was on there. Ace, and Shorty Blitz, who was on Kiss FM as well. Yeah, so basically the owner from Nike wanted to get the best DJs from the UK or London under one.
And I've seen you with Westwood as well, right?
Yes, I know, Westwood as well.
It's honestly, it's like everyone. It just may as well be, if there's a DJ or someone from...
a lot of people. It's like my life's just been kind of... a lot of things I forget, unless I Google or kind of go back.
I'm not just saying this
because he's to pictures
my husband, but he is, and you know this, he's one of the most humble people. Yeah. He doesn't. I'm surprised we even got him on this couch. I've been asking him to come on for so long.
Well, that's just because we goaded him on the basis that we're in a new location, and we're like, look, please, there's buttons, and we need some sound engineer action. So
But I mean, a lot of people kind of live in the past. Say, I've done this, but I really believe you have to kind of reinvent yourself all the time.
Yeah.
Unless you're kind of I wouldn't say you've made it, but you've got a few businesses, you've done this, and you can kind of relax, or you've done what you've done. I mean, I can easily, not obviously, I can move forward. I want to better myself and have more business and stuff like that. But I've kind of achieved what I've achieved already and more.
Yeah.
Even with So Solid. And it was a group effort, but a lot of stuff on my own.
Yeah, but if you imagine that, if any single person, probably on the planet that says, I want to have a career in music, you probably can't get more bucket list than ticking off.
Well, this is what
number one, Glastonbury,
this is what I'm imagining
festivals,
now.
this, that.
I'm picturing you as a little 10-year-old boy sitting in that little, swiveling around in that chair when you won that competition.
A capital already.
Being like, I want to do this one day.
And imagine the wildest dream he couldn't have hit what he's hit.
Yeah. And now he's ticked this off as well, being on the Fun Side of Business podcast.
Obviously.
That's
Beautiful.
He's hit the
pinnacle.
You can't go anywhere now.
And I think it was more subconsciously, it was more the drive of my mum kind of thinking it's not going to happen.
It's not going to, yeah.
And my brother snapping my tapes. And it was just known at a young age. And my mum, and the thing is, one after we got married, it was only my mum kind of said, I'm proud of you and what you've done. And she actually apologised because she goes, if I pushed you more, you could have been bigger than what you are. And I said, well, Mum, I've accomplished. But I think she meant in the terms of when I was younger.
I always think there's this thing, and I'm going to bring this back into back from music to business.
Yeah.
And I think that everyone in business, you really have people from two different mindsets. And you have the mindset that says, when you find people who are defeatist, negative, whatever, something like COVID comes along and they go, yeah, my business failed, but because of COVID. Or, their biggest debt, didn't pay them, or, a key staff member walked out. And it's always there's my excuse ready to go.
Yeah, there's my reason.
And I think there's other people that will go through points in business where they have that tough thing. They have that point where they should fail, but they refuse to do it because they've got that drive.
They're just going to keep going.
And that clearly shows, from when you've got your mum telling you, yeah, but you can't do it. You're not going to make a career out of it. Don't worry about it. It's a waste of time. Your brother snapping your tapes. It's really easy if you had a defeatist mindset to go, oh yeah, maybe I should just go and get a job. Actually, look, I've got something at Next.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm earning an hourly. It's okay.
There's something he still hasn't said. Like, he's now got his own events company.
Yeah.
He's got a production company where he puts on events now.
Events, yeah.
And brings people to Ipswich.
But this just shows that crazy, and the nice thing is that, it's nice to sit here and say, yeah, I've got Syndicate here, but, I've seen the non-DJ side of him. Obviously, him being your husband, it's not like we've never met before. But the one thing that I would always say, and not going to be, I'm not qualified to talk about music because I can listen to it, but I don't know enough about it, right? Is he good? Sure. He presses the buttons, the sound comes out good, it's great. But the one thing that I would always say that Syndicate's got above anything else is his mindset. He's always so positive about it. We probably should have saved this for the extra slice that I don't say it like in front of him. But that's the one thing, and he is an inspiration for others because it doesn't matter what happens to him, he'll keep pushing forward.
He'll just keep pushing.
And maybe that's where it's come from his mum, whether it's from his brother or whether it's from Mega,
all the
going,
people that told him,
this is what's going to happen, and making it happen.
Yeah.
And he's always been that. And that's always the bit, the humility, but the drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably what sums him up.
This is a point where we'd normally say, thanks, Syndicate, it's been a pleasure, but I'm going to see you in a few hours. So.
Thanks. I'll see you at home.
But thank you for coming. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for this podcast.
Syndicate, it's been an absolute pleasure.
I've never known Nick so quiet during a podcast.
Yeah, but this is the thing and
I forget this because I probably take it for granted. I know most of the stories and most of what you've been through. You didn't know half of that. No. And to see you so quiet and actually watching as he talks.
But I think it's always good, everything that we do on these podcasts, it's very much I just want to try and get the best out of the guest.
Yeah.
But when you've got someone who's that comfortable in front of a microphone, funnily enough, and he's probably done, thousands of interviews and, he's so comfortable talking on a mic.
Yeah.
I don't need to interject.
No.
People hear enough from me anyway. It's nice to just sit here and go, do you know what? I can just sit here and listen.
Maybe I should have Syndicate as a co-host sometimes.
Yeah, maybe.
Instead of you.
Yeah.
He's not getting involved.
No,
I'm not getting involved.
No, definitely not. Yeah. No, but I thank you guys.
Or maybe I will. Anyway, right, on that note, Syndicate, thank you so much for coming. Yeah, it's been inspiring.
Thank you. See you later.
You're welcome, guys.
Right.
Thank you for having me.
Cheers. Thank you for listening to the Fun Side of Business podcasts, brought to you by NEIT for any of your IT requirements. Why not catch Nick and Jem on the Extra Slice, available to all our subscribers? Thanks for listening.